Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Don't Kill My Characters Sanguine Scourge Camarilla Table. We're very happy to have you this evening, but no happier than our coterie, so I'll pass it around first to them before we get on with some announcements. Shall we start with, well, not on the actual screen, but on my screen here on Video Ninja, Rosie to my right.
Oh, I'm on your right. Wild. That's weird because you're on. But okay, hi. I'm Rosalie. You can call me Rosie. I use she/her pronouns. And I am here to play Leonia, who also uses she/her pronouns. One of our local Malkavian. We haven't learned a lot of new fun facts about her lately, but she's learning a lot of fun facts about the world around her. So there you go. I'm gonna popcorn it to Extell.
Hello everyone, I'm Extell. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Cameron Stillwater of Clan Tzimisce. Also he, him. Good to be here, and I'll pass it over to Justin.
Hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in tonight. I am your resident, I'm your resident Toreador, GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. You can also find me at Roll-D5. We specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. I'm trying something new tonight. It's with my contacts. I'm playing Ángel Ramos. Both he and I use he/him pronouns. Looking forward to seeing what we get going on tonight. And with that being said, I'll pass it over to Kate.
Oh, hello! I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, the producer queen of Don't Kill My Character, and I am the Ventrue queen Mélidine here on Sanguine Scourge, a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle of drama, darkness, and desire. So excited to welcome you here tonight. And fun fact about Mélidine, last time we found out that one of the BBEGs is her great grandfather and possibly her grandsire. I feel like more investigation might be needed there. So we're going to have some fun tonight. And yes, Valmina, this is a new haircut. Thank you so much for noticing, darling. And I'm going to pass it back to our wonderful storyteller, Natasha.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm Natasha. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Natasha B Cosplays. I use she/her pronouns. However, tonight, like a dragon and its horde, I will be collecting all the pronouns as I will be your storyteller for this evening. Couple quick announcements. One, if you enjoy the music you're listening to right now, we use a lovely service called Songcraft, who we got a special premium, I believe, subscription for to be able to use. So we thank them very much. And if you are interested in having any fun music to liven up your vampire or D&D or whatever kind of campaign, please head on over to their Discord to check them out. And second of all, as we are playing a vampire story, it's going to be a little bit more heavy. We have all talked to each other here, and we have agreed that usually these episodes are going to be a more mature rating as opposed to the usual PG-13 rating on Don't Kill My Character. So while we have all been able to check in with each other and make sure that we've gone over lines and veils, we have not been able to do that with you. So if any subject matter that we touch on tonight or any of the nights that we play this game seem to affect you and you need to step away, please do so. Please take care of your own safety first. And then if you need more time, you can come back to us, or you can just skip that part and go on. Once these go up on YouTube, we can usually put some kind of warning or something in the description of these things. Now, Kindred, unless I'm forgetting anything. Oh, Izzy, the amazing artist for the character art that you saw in our intro, in the little opening. Just want to also throw that out there. Their user should be getting dropped in the chat. And finally, are we ready to tell a vampire story, my dear Kindred?
Let's go.
Okay. Imagine, if you will, audience, the mind of a Malkavian. You hear thoughts, memories, and feelings of others around you, not just from those in your direct proximity, but from Malkavian far away and lost so deeply in the tapestry of the web. And if you venture into the deepest, darkest regions of the web, you find him. A presence that is only talked about by the conference of minds wandering their lonely strands. Sometimes, in the silence of the mind that comes on you when you search for a precise word that you cannot quite remember, you could hear him. I did. Others did. We heard him from far away, chewing on things that become forgotten. Heard the scrape of teeth like knives against the paper skin of names. I haven't heard him in years. Perhaps he caught me listening and withdrew to continue his feeding more quietly. Perhaps he sleeps now, digesting the power of a name that we should all know, but cannot recall. Perhaps he tried to devour a name too great or wicked for him and choked on it. But there's no telling, of course. No finding him until he chooses to find you. As our kindred return that same night from the memoriam, where do you go from here? Leonia, I believe, has passed out from the shock. But, or was it? I don't know. You collapsed. I thought at the very end. Okay. I
was having a moment. I was truly having a moment.
Okay.
Leonia will, once she's able to get her bearings and get dressed, because she was in the middle of getting dressed, make sure Cameron is okay as well. I need to go. That was a lot. And I need to feed as soon as possible. So can you hold on to your noose? I'm sorry. I
Do you need me to go with you?
No. I don't. I need to go now. And
okay.
not. I need to be careful because it's as loud as it can be.
He'll reach into the closet and pull out a Desert Eagle and hand it to her. Just take that with you in case you need it.
Okay. Make sure that it is safe to put in her bag, and then put it in her bag.
It's loaded, but the safety's on.
That is a hefty boy too.
Mm-hmm. It's
a big tote bag. She's been carrying around a lot of notebooks. Like, as she goes past, because Ángel and Mélidine are like downstairs. I don't know why I was imagining it upstairs, even though we're in the 1-floor penthouse. Just definitely passing by them as she's leaving. Just, I'll be back in a bit. I don't know if we're going to watch Parks and Rec tonight anymore. I'll be back. I need to go now. We can unpack all of that when I'm back. Is that okay? It needs to be okay.
Go. Just we'll take care of it later. Go.
Leonia would usually go hunting. She tends to favor people who are from out of town, both for ease of access, for masquerade purposes, and also because traveling alone is lonely, and that is something of a preferred taste for her. But now she could get in trouble. She doesn't know what the marking that the Tremere have developed to mark the infected humans is yet. And she can't feed on uninfected ones. and she can't tell who's infected unless they bleed. And if they bleed, it's over right now. She is at 5 hunger. She will go into a frenzy. She doesn't have enough willpower left to resist that. So she is going to go to somebody that she trusts, who knows every single human within Dana's domain. And ask Dana. She will send a quick message through the patient portal, being like, I'm coming over, but she does not ask permission this time.
Mm-hmm. And as we'll follow Leonia leaving the apartment and heading out in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Driving northeast towards the psychiatric hospital. We zoom through the sky and end up looking at a woman in her desk. Big, curly, frazzled hair, mismatched clothes that are too big or too small. Sitting, organizing some files, going through a little Rolodex, a physical one, in her office as you head into the old, unused wing where Dana usually stays and keeps kindred in that need to be taken care of. Leonia, how is Leonia doing?
I need your help.
Anything Dana can do.
It's been a long night already, and it's early still. And I can't. Do you know who in your domain that the people with the scourge can feed on?
Oh. Yes, Dana can find someone in the hospital for you.
I need to.
You are okay. Rest. Sit here. I will be right back. And she guides you to like a very classic fainting chair in her office. And heads out the door. You hear a couple sounds. It seems emptier tonight, but you hear just one person as Dana walks past, someone yelling loudly, almost desperate in their voice. Yeah, but you can't quite you have no idea what they're saying. They're speaking some other language. And you wait, hearing that desperate cry, and shouting, and eventually someone coming back, trying to calm them down in English, but not getting very far, as they can't quite understand each other. That buzzing in the office of technology, of air conditioning, all the remnant sounds of modern day life are actually gone in this wing, it being the oldest one. You don't have the incessant sound of lights that are on, of the soft blowing of ventilation and the creaking and of pipes adjusting and settling depending on the temperature of the water flowing through them. You sit and wait, and as this person gets more and more desperate, you hear them yell something. Again, you don't understand what they're yelling, but your mind does. Suddenly, before everything starts to go dark as webs start to cross through your eyes, and then you hear the click of a door open up and footsteps walk in. Dana's back. And you see she has someone who's clearly been dominated to be a little bit more docile, to probably not remember whatever's going to happen afterwards. They seem to be not a patient, but an actual worker at the hospital. A larger man, broad shoulders, slightly taller, and she indicates to you, pulling out a wrist, and says, "Feel the heart." And you feel the difference in the blood. That is the mark that the Tremere have used.
Can I reach out and put my hand where Dana has indicated and
roll?
Try to identify the difference?
Roll a wits plus stamina.
Okay. That's going to be 6 dice for me.
It's a weird roll, but it makes sense to me. My reasoning with this.
Valid. Okay, it could be better. Well, it could be worse. 3 successes.
Perfect. It's a pretty easy roll. They had to make it pretty easy to tell the difference, since they need Kindred to be able to identify these people. And you can just tell it's weird, but there's almost... You've felt... And this is going to sound weird, but now not having a heartbeat, it's almost easier to tell apart different heartbeat and pulses in other people, because without one yourself, you can feel the small vibrations and differences, even if they're very subtle, apart more acutely. And you just feel this blood has a slight secondary pulse. It has the main pulse from the heart, but it seems like something is in the wrist is sending out a third, much lighter pulse. Like, so instead of a ba-bum, 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 bum, ba-bum, bum, but oh so lighter than the first two. Would not be perceptible to a person who's just living their everyday life. It is a small bit of trickery that will not cause any harm to the long-term health of the people. But anyone who has ingested any of the local water supply apparently will be affected by it.
That's good. I don't think she can get the words out to ask permission to start feeding. I think she just needs to. She needs it to be quieter.
And Dana actually almost cutely, very coyly, like, guides you off the main fainting chair and puts him down, sets him to sleep, and then turns off the lights and everything and leaves the room, knowing your general hunting style. And is like, let me make it seem as much like she's breaking into someone's hotel room or Airbnb as possible.
That's so sweet. I don't think Leonia even has like it in her to process that. I think she's already feeding before Dana
absolutely
even does that.
There's no space in your mind to think in that moment as, do you bite in?
Mhm.
And as you start drinking from him, it's so delicious, and it moves your own through your own system and warms up your cold corpse from the inside out. As you hear a voice say, "You're so good. This is exactly what needs to be done. You could have picked someone else, but this is good. You are doing so good. Continue."
And I do.
As you drink, because you have no war willpower left and you are at hunger 5, you keep...
I have 2. I just know that's not
Oh.
enough to pass the roll.
Fair.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
you could get a crit. Who knows? You will be in, or you could just lose yourself to it. You could ride the wave and be inherently compulsed to drink until you're at 1 hunger. But you'll always have that choice if you continue on or not.
Leonia wants to be back to herself. She wants to be grounded. So I don't think she's going to resist, but she will pull away, trying not to completely drain this person.
Okay. Are you still not wearing shoes?
I definitely put on shoes before I left,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah.
I'm just curious.
It's worth asking, yeah, for sure. No, she's very aware that she could walk past like a security guard or someone on her way in, and that would look weird. She cannot look weird.
Fair. Not here, at least.
No.
And as you drink, the voice comes back, but a little bit concerned, and says, where are you coming from? How are you? As you feel that yelling start again, as you start to come back fully to your senses, and you can process it now. As you're still drinking from this person, roll me. How many dots do you have in academics?
None.
Okay. I'll let you roll intelligence plus occult, because you might have found this in an occult book, but it will be a slightly higher check for that.
Okay. At this point, how many hunger die am I rolling?
Only the 1. We'll say you've gotten down to. This is like all happening in slow motion.
I think I'm gonna rouse the blood on this.
You already have someone right in front of you.
I'm so nosy. Okay, I did pass that rouse check.
Okay.
Tasha?
Mm-hmm.
I got a fucking messy crit with 1 hunger die.
It'll happen.
Why are my dice like this?
Because it's you. Unfortunately, the problem's not the die. 7 is high enough.
7.
Yeah. Weirdly, that's just high enough because it was already a high roll with academics, but I placed it even higher with...
Wow. Okay, so I needed to rouse the blood on that. Okay. Wow.
It's a strange language. You don't know well how it sounds like, but you've read of it enough, especially in the Tremere library, to know as this person starts yelling. A word that comes up a lot in blood sorcery is to drink, to eat, to consume. These are words that really, and also blood, of course, but these are words you hear repeated again and again. So as you hear the word eater, eater, something eater in Sumerian being repeated again and again by this person who's becoming more frantic in their space. You forget the word for eater in Sumerian. And instead, as this has all slowed down, you see someone, a shadow, honestly, with this person with long hands and fingers and claws, just kneeling next to you, hair wild, a man with large eyes, furrowed brows, and this very mangled jaw from some injury that never quite healed. As his long hair, he just kind of like leans down over the other side of the fainting chair from the wall in over and says, I heard my name being called.
I can't remember it.
That happens. You're still in this moment, and everything you're saying, you're thinking right now. And there's no mouth, his mouth's not moving either. You just are hearing everything through the web as you're still in this moment, finishing eating this man in front of you. How is it to drink blood? It has been so long since I have done that. How is it?
It's warm.
It is not as warm as your thoughts, as those of the others as well. It's more of a rush than you can ever imagine, drinking from the memories of those around us. You should try it sometime if you can. It's a pleasure to meet you, Leonia. You seem shocked, stunned.
I shouldn't be. Oh, this makes sense. This makes sense.
Nothing in this world makes sense.
But the tapestry does, and...
Oh, it
Here.
never has. It hasn't when we made it, and it will not for the rest of time.
But we can try.
I am the first Malkavian. I have never made it work. You try being the first at anything. You try for eons. But when we ate him, that at least helped connect all of us.
The fact it doesn't make sense makes sense, though.
You could say that. That could be your reasoning. At your young age, everyone needs a reason for something. It's only later you find out it's useless. There is no point. Why are we here? There is no here. There is no why, and there is no us. We're all gone. I just came in to check. My sister, she's waking soon, isn't she?
11 days.
Oh, closer every day. A family reunion eventually will need to be set, don't you think?
Yes.
No, dear. Don't Don't be scared. It's okay. I don't bite.
Anymore?
Not since we made the web. Well,
But-
do you know where my sister is? I have not been able to find her.
Not yet. I'm looking. We're looking. Do you?
No. I have been
How?
looking. The web is multiply layered over for the ones who have the most connections. It's like unraveling the most intricate bird's nest you've ever found.
Okay. Should I find her?
You should, yes, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
But also, so you really don't know where she is. Where are you? Where is this? Where are we?
Quebec City?
As he leans back into like the wall, still pressed up. As he leans back in the wall, he becomes almost like a 2D image on it. The city of Quebec. I've never heard of it. It must be new.
To you.
Well, you have a very strong connection to the web. Otherwise, I would not be here. The strongest, nearest to my sister in this region.
So I can unravel the nest.
Possibly. Or the nest could be a bunch of loose twigs put together that don't connect to each other.
That's not as strong, though.
Who said the web was strong? It could fall apart at any second. It's a mess.
I can... Okay. I don't know what to say, I'm sorry.
It is okay. I just came here to see if it was worth anything, if you could help, but I will make myself scarce.
If I'm worth anything?
You were that connected to the web. Like I said, there is no one in a large region as connected. The closest I thought you were my sister at first, but you're not her. She's the only one I know as connected these days. Most Malkavians try to avoid it. It is a silly word, Malkavian, isn't it? I don't even know if Malkav would have liked us calling an entire group of people after him. Well, let me give you a quick hint. Yes?
Please.
Well, please don't be so eager. You can be rude if you want after this. And like he stretches and pulls some of the strings around him are more strands of blood all connecting and tying together and he like almost grabs and manipulates them in a way, pulling not just at the webs but the spaces between the web to make more web. As he looks at you and collects the pieces around you. You feel tugging at your mind as... What was the first time Leonia remembers as a child getting sick?
She didn't get sick much because she didn't go to daycare or anything like that, so she was pretty relatively old. I think she was 8 or 9 and had the chicken pox.
Mm-hmm. And did Leonia ever go to any like weddings, or was it like a flower girl, anything like that when as a child?
As a child, 1 second, I need to look at my timeline. Get my me.
Your sisters are old enough in age that maybe
I was gonna say, I think it would have been
be a flower
Regina's
girl.
wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been Regina's wedding, and I think she was a little too old to be a flower girl at that point.
Yeah,
that
but just your
was
a first wedding.
but it was like a junior bridesmaid situation, you know? Yeah.
And as these memories are kind of brought to the forefront of your mind, the joy of attending this union of two souls and the absolute lethargic feeling, the most discomfort you probably had in your life up until that point, because you had never felt anything like being sick before, but these two memories, as you're thinking about them, you just webs start to cover both of them up, and you don't remember them. They're just gone. And as he finishes, he pulls away. Ah, delicious. Well, maybe we will see if you can remember me. I'll be back for my sister. And as time speeds up again, you have these memories. What you remember as you finish drinking from this man, you pull away from him and lick his wound close, and for some reason on your mind was the days leading up to your sister's wedding, and you're remembering this time afterwards where for some reason your parents made you like chicken noodle soup, but you don't remember why. And time flows back to its normal speed without any memory of what just happened. You just drank from a human. For some reason, drinking from this person just brought these kind of memories back for you. But you can't remember like the core parts of any of these surrounding memories from when you were a child.
Okay. She'll make sure this person is like positioned comfortably on the fainting couch.
Easily done. But you had a heart for some reason, like your anxiety, like something is still up, like something happened. It's not the usual feeling you have after drinking from someone. Usually it's a feeling of more calm, of relaxation. But for some reason you're if you had all these like systems that like, it's just something's not settling in you. Something happened, something's off.
It's going to just very quietly, considering how quiet she can be, open the door, try to find where Dana went to. If it's just lurking outside, great. If it's elsewhere, find Dana.
Dana is not directly outside, just in case you would have felt too self-conscious, like, but she's like a few meters away, like checking on a patient.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Of course. Anything else Leonia needs?
I don't remember. I think so, but I don't know.
Strange. Are you okay? And Dana, if you let her, will pull you into a hug.
Yes.
We'll check with you first. This... Okay, Dana will help. Was there something wrong with the person? Or was it something that happened
No.
before?
I don't... It's... There's something... Everything's... I don't remember. I don't think it was them. I think it was me. Oh.
What do you mean?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, but it was because it's me. Because I'm more connected. Something happened. I don't know what. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Do you remember when everybody said we all spoke? And
Yeah. That happened next week, right?
For you.
Okay.
It's all been it's 11 days from now that's going to happen, and it'd be good if it doesn't. I don't think there's preventing it now, but we need to find where she is. And I can? I don't know how I know I can.
Does Leonie need to speak more to Dana? I can excuse the gentleman, speaking of. And she waves down the current ghoul that she has, and she nods and heads in and guides the gentleman out and brings him out like on with like a little wheelchair to guide him into a better place to get proper treatment after being drained so much.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Should we head in? Do you want to speak?
Please. I think I need to.
And she'll settle you down in a room you're very familiar in the fainting chair, in a position you're familiar with, as she sits down in a different kind of rocking chair next to it and pulls out her notebook and a pen.
I can't tell you everything.
I do not expect a complete open book policy. Dana can only probe as far as patients allow themselves to open up to others.
Have you seen Tara lately?
A few days, weeks ago. Was here with her coterie.
Did you just see Tara? Or was there someone else?
Her coterie.
Over with Tara?
What is wrong with Tara?
I don't know, but it's the one who spoke. When we spoke, and it was her, the hair and the hands.
Yes, this woman was described to me. I believe she's Malkavian, somewhere nearby, from what I've heard from the prince.
She's waking up.
Mm.
And city won't survive. And I saw when Tara was lost and couldn't figure out where she was, and she was within reach of the tower, and we had to find her. And when I found her, I didn't find her first. I saw the one in the grave first. And
Sweet.
And we've been the prince has wanted us to help find her officiant, and we saw his memoriam, and then I spoke with her, and she's going to be awake, and not everybody is going to survive, and I need to find her. I need to find her nest. No, that wasn't it.
If you need to find her home, maybe a nest, yes? Some kind of protective dwelling?
We think it's under somewhere. I don't know which thread to pull, because if I pull on the wrong part, it's just going to make the knot tighter and make it all stronger.
Have you ever thought about cutting a knot?
Then you lose some of the length, right?
You do.
Should I?
It is not for Dana to say, but sometimes when you get something stuck in your hair, or it gets so matted and knotted after ignoring it for so long, there's nothing you can do but cut it off.
Okay.
For it to grow back healthier.
There's a lot of things I'm scared of right now. More than usual. And
It is a scary time. There's no dishonor in being scared by such horrible incoming fears. No one knows what will happen in the coming days. Not even I. There are too many threads, too many possibilities.
Okay. And... Okay. I'm sorry. I needed everything with Cameron, and I don't want to add more problems to everything everyone is dealing with. And I'm forgetting something.
It is okay. If it was meant to come back, it will come to you in time.
Okay.
If not, maybe something caused it to happen. Maybe it wasn't worth it. People forget things for many reasons, usually to protect oneself.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not. I wish I could just say everything the way it is and explain it all, because I have the words. But I don't think I can.
You have been working very hard. You have done much work for the Camarilla and for the Prince. And it has been a incessant endeavor, it seems. Do not apologize. While there is no, as Dana explains to some patients, as there is no physical strain with kindred, a mental strain is even more disconcerting and can be more effective of our well-being. So, no, your body does not work the same, but that does not mean there aren't mitigative routes to take to make and that does not mean that care should not be given to you.
I'll take my leave. Is there anything I can do for Dana?
What does Dana need? Dana is comfortable here. There is a new patient that Dana attends to these nights that cannot seem to communicate.
Yelling.
Yes.
I heard.
Apologies.
They had a word. I don't...
You recognize their tongue?
Storyteller, can I permission to remember what language it was?
You still remember what language it was, but you just don't remember the word for to eat.
Sumerian. It was Sumerian. I've read a little bit about it in the Tremir's library. It was words that I've read.
That is an odd language to find here.
Drinker, but I don't remember what the word was.
It is okay. Look it up again when you can.
I will. I will. Cameron had news. I needed to... I needed to resolve. I needed to feed as soon as possible. So I should get back. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Thank you for everything.
You do not need to thank Dana. That is Dana's job. Both as Dana's child and also as a member of Clan Malkavian.
Leonia will go for a hug.
Dana will always accept hugs from her 2 kids.
And we can
as
exit
we
the scene there. Yeah.
fast forward, is there anything else anyone wants to get done tonight? Otherwise, we will have a few days. What do our kindred get up to over the next few nights?
What was Cameron's news? Is he still there when Leonia returns? Probably a few hours later.
Depending on how close it is to sunrise, you might be asleep.
Natasha?
The entire conversation with the Ward Eater, as he is known, took no time whatsoever. It happened in an instant. So just more, it maybe takes like 30-45 minutes to drive out there. Conversation with her, you're probably back in like 2.5 hours or so, I'd say.
So probably
like
yeah, I don't
3:30, yeah, maybe
yeah,
almost
I don't think it
4.
was too late, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
especially in wintertime in Quebec, it's only actually starts to get light around like 7-ish a.m. at this point.
Yeah, it was around midnight when they came out of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and are Mélidine and Ángel still there?
I think after that, Ángel probably would have said goodbye and went out for the evening. Probably linked up with Selena and just kind of went on the rounds with her. When he does link up with her, she would notice him being a little bit more of a chippier. He's not moping around this time. He would actually be just a little bit. He would be happier if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But they would just kind of go with the rounds and just kind of like see and observe things, because now he is thinking ahead. He's thinking of plans. He's calculating right now.
Where's Mélidine? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you seem in a better mood.
I got an apology I didn't expect.
From who?
Oh, he smiles briefly before saying, someone I think we both wouldn't expect to apologize, but they did.
I'm just asking. I don't know if I've ever heard the word sorry come out of her mouth.
Well,
other than in mock offense. I'm sorry. Did you tell me I can't wear an outfit in my special day, which is every day in my club?
The one and the same. He has apologized, and on top of that, there was apologies exchanged. So I think we can probably say we're on a little bit better terms than what it was before. Also,
Mm.
and I think depending on where they're at, he would probably, like if they're, whether they're driving, they're walking around, he will pull her in for a kiss and say, "We have things we have things to plan for, and
So many trips.
yeah, but before then, it's more. We have. I saw a pass of Gerard, and now I'm thinking that.
You saw past Gerard?
It, and it's making me want to even more finish this, so we can continue on with our excursion of the world. But like I said, I have thoughts. I definitely am going to need your help, and a lot of that is also going to incorporate making sure your your help with the coterie, with my coterie's help. I'm sorry that this is not making sense, but when I lay everything out later, I promise this will
cutting you.
This will make sense.
You always have my help. I live here too. I have an apartment. I have a building. I'm not going to lose it because some egomaniac in a white suit takes it from us.
There was a chance. The memory that I got to see. I killed him, but damn it, if I had to relive all that again and just observe everything, so makes me want to take him out even more so. But
I'm sure you'll have your chance.
They do. But we have more things to do for the night. Finish up with all this, and then my place or your place.
Either one.
Let's go mine tonight.
Giving Martina an easier job, I guess, tomorrow night.
Thank you.
And did you still want to have a scene before the night is over? Or would you like to go? Rosie, you were asking if everyone heads back to...
I believe Mélidine might.
I'd love to get something in if both Leonia and Ángel have stepped away, and now we are left with Mélidine and Cameron in the apartment. Cameron, I would love to speak to you in your office if you have a moment.
Sure. What's this about?
Oh, we can talk about it when we get in there. It's a discussion for just let's go to your office.
Okay, right this way.
Thank you.
They'll lead her to his office.
And as he enters the room, he will see a brand new mahogany desk.
That's...
Surprise. And it is made of the wood from a forest that no longer exists.
Did you burn down a forest for this? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I didn't do it myself, but we had it done.
Surely that can't be good for the planet. Thank you, Mélidine.
Thank you.
I appreciate the gesture.
Well, I guess I'm on a bit of an apology tour lately, and I am sorry for the way that I have treated you as well. Also, if it helps you feel better, I was in Lucia's office the other evening with Leonia, and I almost sat on the desk there and then was absolutely terrified to even touch it and sat on a chair instead. So lessons can be learned.
Yeah, that's a good idea. She is very particular about her things. How are you tonight? Big things happen.
Yes, well, I mean, you know, what's on life? This is just lots changing very quickly.
It's okay to be honest with yourself.
I don't like anything that's happening right now, particularly. Well, we have had some good things happen. Visage is mine, and some problems have been taken off my plate, but also other things have been taken away from my life that I didn't expect to ever lose, But enough of that. I guess. You are lucky. You and Leonia. It's nice, it's sweet for you too. Happy for you.
She is wonderful.
We had talked about how they make us better. And well, I guess I wasn't making him better, so it's...
You have your ways, he has his. Although I think both of you are hiding too much of yourselves from each other for it to have lasted anyway.
Oh. Lovely. You just thought we were doomed to fail. That's nice of you, Cameron.
I suspected, but... You are much more intense than you let on. And move closer to her. You are passionate. And you have a fire in you that is wild.
Fire is quite a dangerous thing for us, isn't it?
I've learned to tame it recently.
What are you playing at, Cameron?
You. You step closer to her again. I've had my eye on you for quite a while, Mélidine. Reasons, mostly because, well, you have a lot of things that I want.
Cameron, you know that I am in no mood to be used again.
Exactly.
And
you don't need to be in a position ever to find yourself being used.
But that's what we do, right? That's what we have. That's what we've been doing. We use each other for sex, for getting our anger out. That's what we have had. That's what's ours.
I think of it more of a give and take. Truth is, Mélidine, I've told you before many times, you have power beyond what you believe yourself to have. You are more capable than you allow yourself to be.
Wonderful. And is that why you want me for power?
Initially. But I realized something. This give and take that we have. Isn't it beautiful? Like a piece of art that changes. over and over again.
If what we have is something beautiful, then we shouldn't change it, should we? I tend to, when I decide that I am getting closer with someone, that's when I lose them. So
Takes a step closer and goes to pick her up and set her on the desk. He places his hand on either side of her. I understand you've been through a lot. So, we don't have to continue the discussion beyond this moment. But what I will say, Mélidine, that my love is like a wild animal that you can't get rid of after you've fed. So if you want something like that, lean forward and place a gentle kiss on her forehead. Then you crawl into my bed when you're ready.
some wild animal, you are kissing me on the forehead gently.
I thought you needed it.
And as we pull away from the scene, we'll move on to the next evening. What are our kindred getting up to as we will move through these scenes, but there are a few that people would like to get to. So, let us start with Ángel. What is something you're getting done these next couple nights?
So for the next couple nights, he is checking in with the prince, mostly for seeing if there's anything that she needs, seeing what kind of stuff needs to get done that he can take care of. Whether it's assisting Selena, whether it's assisting in patrols, whether it's just anything that he can be of assistance for, he's going to do. On top of that, those incendiary rounds that we talked about a while ago, have those come in yet?
Those should be arriving tomorrow, which reminds me... Oh, I forgot the prince's French. Which reminds me... And these days, after her fight, you notice that where she'd wear, like, just kind of slinky dresses, the prince seems to be covering up a lot more, like wearing full suits, blazers, that kind of thing. Just probably to hide any injuries and where they're still healing. Could you and your coterie meet me at the chantry tomorrow night? We may have found something.
As you wish, my prince.
I'll have them ready for you by then.
I look forward to it. I'll inform them as soon as possible. I'm working on getting blueprints for the layout of the city sewer system.
Good.
In addition to that, doing an overlay for the maps that we have found that Gerard has. I'm marking down all the locations that I can gather he's been at, places that coincide with information of where he may be. So if we can at least triangulate where he could be reside, that may be a place for us to stage an attack against him. Take the fight to him.
I will help in this endeavor. Bring whatever you've found so far to the chantry tomorrow. Maybe there's something to these locations, maybe some kind of fulcrum in the city.
Can do, my prince. If I may. It's been... No, I'm sorry. This would be asking way too much, and I don't feel like
Please
it's my
speak.
place. I know with the position for your seneschal still is open. I'm just curious if there is anybody that is being considered to fulfill that position.
Yes, there are a couple of people on a short list, shall we say. Why do you want to be on the list?
If you would allow me to, but I understand given everything going on, it may not appear right. I just feel that with everything that we're doing, maybe it's enough, but I understand if it's not.
We shall see if your recent awards and adulations overcome years of experience in the city.
Thank you, my prince. Also, if given the chance to take him out, or at least get him to you, I will. But if not,
Of course. I expect no less.
I'm going to make sure that your vengeance is unleashed on him. And when he says that, his eyes are going to with the black that has overcome his irises. There will be a quick flash on his left eye of the blood red that'll just kind of like shoot on up, and it's almost like a mixing of, or at least for the way that his eyes are, of how his eyes used to be with the blood red appearance, and now mixed in with the black that they are now. So that's kind of like almost in harmony as he says that.
Cool. Love it. And she says, I expect no less. I unfortunately was still too young to do it the last time he was in the city. I hope this time he will not slip away.
You have the whole city behind you, and this movement, I don't think there is any getting away this time. Not if I can help it.
I appreciate your candor and nature, your je ne sais quoi. A sense of can-do attitude, I believe, is how some of these people say it. And is there anything people want to get done on this night aside from that?
Cameron. As soon as Cameron gains consciousness the following night after the memoriam, he wakes up. Leonia is curled up against his chest as per usual, but she's like looking up, and as he shifts, they almost end up like nose to nose immediately as soon as his eyes open.
Hello, detective.
You had news, and I haven't heard it yet. I'm sorry. I had to go. Gives him a quick kiss. What was your news?
He will, if this is okay with you, he will wrap his arms around her and flip over so that he's on top of her,
Mhm.
and we'll kiss her again, this time not a quick one, a longer one. And we'll say, first, are you okay?
I forgot some things, but I think it's overall a good thing. I don't want to explain it right now.
Oh, that's okay. In which case, I'll let you know then. I got a letter from Lucia, I believe. In the event that a thing like this happens, I'm gonna be the new Scourge.
Well, are you surprised?
It's what I was being trained for, but I didn't think it would come so soon.
She's going to be in torpor for a very long time then, isn't she? I'm so sorry.
Until someone, unless I can get a hold of their sire. They never talked much about them. Then, I'm not sure how long it'll be, but most likely considering age.
So, they're not going to take it back over if that happens, though.
Most likely. I mean, to be frank, they didn't want to continue in that job forever. They'd much rather stay at home with all of their things.
I can get that. This means we're safe, doesn't it?
It means
That
I
at
might have
least.
I think so. Hopefully, I'll do my best, but it also means I may have to go away for extended periods of time, like she did. But yeah.
Okay. I'm incredibly proud of you. I wish that it was under different circumstances. Like, let me be clear. I wish that that hadn't happened to Lucia. This is great.
He'll stand and he's in a very, like, I don't know how to describe this, but I think he's in a very, like, he's almost happy, you could say. But, like, there's, like, you can tell that it's because of, I mean, with Leonia's high insight, and also Cameron being Cameron, wearing his heart on his sleeve most of the time with his one dot in composure. He is, you can tell that he's happy about this, but it's like, it is like a little bit mixed in with some, like, sadness. But he does stand up, and he, if she allows him to, will pick her up bridal carry. And just because, it doesn't seem like he has an aim for it, he just wants to. And he will then say, yes, I have a meeting with her. It was going to be last night, but she was still healing. So it might be tonight, it might be tomorrow night, but I guess we're going to solidify the thing.
And then we can tell Ángel and Mélidine. Okay. Now we just have to stop fourth generation kindred from destroying the city.
We will. We'll be okay. And
Okay.
even if we're not, I want you to know that these nights with you have been wondrous. A masterpiece.
It's not often that you collaborate with other people on your masterpieces, and I'm very glad that I was able to do that with you. But we're not done yet. And I forgot something.
I'm sure you'll remember it if it's important. You have such a beautiful mind.
We should let you get to your meeting, and I need to go look some things up. Yeah.
Does Ángel send a text or let everyone know basically about the prince requesting a meeting tomorrow night?
Yeah. Yeah, he would. But as he probably sent the message up, he would probably also make a quick trip to Visage.
Of course. And as you arrive there, you see, as per usual, Mélidine on the stage.
Giving one of my performances, and spot you walk in.
He'll listen to the performance for just a little bit before he's going to point to himself and then point towards the back before he makes his way over in that direction. Just he'll extend the shadows just enough to where it kind of covers him as he makes his way back that way.
You're able to slowly move through the thrumming of the human crowd, their heartbeats and the beat of the music almost creating this illusion of a heartbeat in yourself. And as you make it to the back, the music mutes out a little bit, just becomes remnants of music through the walls. And back here you also see hard at work, as per usual. Ella, but not quite hiding how she is these days.
As he sees her, he would just he would stop briefly and then just kind of like give her a once over and says, Ella, how's it going?
Ángel, I work here.
I know. And then he's just going to like very slowly walk away but maintaining like a look on her as he just walks off.
As you just like walk by her desk and she's like slows down her typing.
And yeah,
She's working the hell out of some pivot tables on Extell right now.
I'm sure that she is. But yeah, no, then he would just go and wait for Mélidine to appear back. But wouldn't go into her room. He would just be pressed up against the outside of it, waiting.
Shout out to anyone who has to work with pivot tables.
So then I imagine Ángel is in the wing or a little bit past it in the backstage area, and Mélidine finishes her song and from the stage will say, "Thank you all for choosing to live with me here tonight. I hope you will enjoy the lights, the dance, the people, the love, the music, the life. Come alive, my darlings, and embrace your visage." And she takes her bow and exits as the lights dim. Oh.
And the crowd, it's been interesting. The more you've infused, as you've done all these extra effects and infusion into the building, and as your presence powers have grown, it feels like this fervor of the audience. They're more captive than ever, and they have this unique fervor that they didn't have before, this new adulation. Whenever they
Yes.
scream, "Bravo, bravo, come back, sing another song, please."
Oh, darlings, I'll be back, but you know that I have to leave you wanting more. You have been the most lovely audience. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy each other, and I will return, so long as you keep returning to Visage.
Wah!
Yeah.
And like everyone keeps screaming as the next act comes on stage.
As she walks off, and then over to Ángel. Ángel, what brings you here tonight?
Mélidine would be able to notice the left eye being the blood red that it used to be, but his right eye still the black that it has become. Well, I have an idea.
I am very curious to hear it. I wasn't expecting you tonight, but I'm very happy to have you here. I actually have something for you. You want to talk in my dressing room?
Sure.
Why are you nervous?
I wasn't. I'm a little thrown off guard with you having a present for me. It would have.
You're more surprised by me having a present for you than I am by the fact that your eyes are two different colors. Let's go discuss more in my dressing room, shall we?
Ladies first.
Thank you. And she will lead the way to her dressing room. Where to start?
He would probably stop and say, "May I come in?"
Do you need to ask? Of course.
Thank you. Then he actually walks on in.
Do you actually need to ask?
Yes, sometimes. Well, a lot of the times I do. It's very quick, and a lot of people just simply say yes, without even thinking about it.
That's a real thing?
For me, it is.
That's a new thing.
Oh, it's always been a thing.
But it's a new thing for here.
After our breakup, I felt for me, it felt like I still needed to ask that and to be let in willingly. The assumption is that you would let me, but personally, I couldn't move until you said yes.
Ángel, is there a way that I can say that you never need to ask that for Visage?
I think we're on good terms now, and I think that I think this is probably the first and only time I will ask this again.
Well, let's not make too many long-term promises, but glad to have that for as long as we can. Okay, well, I am certainly curious to hear about what is going on there.
You said gift. I'm very curious about that. Please, by all means, go.
Right.
I need to know.
Yes, of course. And Mélidine, I'm sorry, I was going to have it ready to, present to you. I wasn't, but I have it well enough. It's just not wrapped or anything. But and Mélidine will open her closet, and there are two suit bags in there. And she would just step back and let Ángel open them if he wants to.
He'll very slowly go over there, unzip it, just to be able to see what everything looks like.
Two new Hugo Boss suits, perfectly in Ángel size, with silver buttons. you've lost quite a few outfits on our adventures. And it's just such a shame, you know. You should always be as well dressed as you are. And so that, and, well, I mean, I did arrange for this before everything else, so I understand if you might want to take Selena instead, but, do you remember Restaurant Tanière, where you
I do.
took me on our first snow day?
I do.
I do have a standing reservation for us, or for two, at the VIP lounge. But I understand if you don't want to go with me. But it's there for you. It's under your name. I switched it to yours, so anytime.
How about this? I have a couple trips coming up. Chicago, Juarez, Bogota. How about after I come back from Bogota, me and you can go, sit, catch up, and see what's going on.
And how are you able to make such long-term plans right now?
Because that means that I'm working towards something, and things are not as bleak as it feels like some of y'all are expecting it to be. So
I just want to be prepared for if it is that bleak.
Well,
I haven't been doing a good job being prepared in this on life, so, you know.
Listen, knowing that I have those kinds of plans makes me feel like I have some kind of control. And there's so many things that have shown me that I am so out of control with stuff that even if it's making these plans and that's all I can do, then that works for me. So just, this is at least for me and you to link up after all this is done, after I get back, and just enjoy a night as friends.
Deal. Speaking of making plans, though, you are quite good at that. I know it's one of your specialties, and I've been thinking of one that I would like to run by you and hopefully have your support with, especially if we are to present it to the rest of the coterie and involve them, or if you might want to just try and start pulling this off, you and I, because I'm not sure if they'd go for it.
I'm all ears. What do you have in mind?
Well, as you know, Gerard and I have a special connection, and he saw in that memory that we were all in that I was trying to protect him. And that Nosferatu Harry is still in my room of the apartment because Cameron insisted that he should be in there because that's where the best handcuffs are, but I think we could put him in another room, and I'm getting away from myself.
You were gonna try and put him in my room, weren't you?
Yes, because you don't use it. You always at your place of Selena's, so...
Not wrong. I can't argue that. That's factually correct.
I like being correct. So my idea was the plan. My idea was that I could free Harry, and ask before I take the stake out that he deliver a message to Gerard for me saying that I would like to talk, just us. And when I get to see Gerard, I would say that I want to join. That being family, and possibly more ways than one. I trust him and all of my experience with the Camarilla and, not having the easiest time here and being told what to think, that I don't want to be told what to think by anyone else, even my own coterie, and I want to hear it from him and make my own decision and see how far he will take me into wherever he is. Leonia is able to track me. I have a bloodstone on me that I arranged when I first found out Gerard's last name, which, by the way, thank you for helping me arrange that long-term vacation for my parents. They always liked you very much, and, well, you're very good at talking to them. But that's not here or there, so I would go to Gerard and see how far I could get, and Leonia would know exactly where I was. And you guys could follow, and we could find him and take care of things in the present when I don't have to worry about my family line being distinguished. So what do you think?
I'm proud of you.
Wow, there is a time when you would not have gone for that plan at all because it would be putting me in danger. The only reason that I knew I could actually present it to you was because you were willing to kill Gerard. We had that whole conversation, of course. But you're proud of me. Okay. Thank you.
You're doing... You're taking risks. You're taking action. You're not staying here and hiding behind these walls. You're actually wanting to put yourself out there. So
I mean, I don't want to put myself out there, really. I would prefer to stay here, but if I stay here, then I risk losing all of you, and then who's to say that I won't somehow, they won't come for me next, and none of you would be here anymore, and even if they didn't come for me, I just wouldn't like not having you all here, so I have to do something, right?
But it was only about a month or so. And you would see as he says that, he pauses very briefly before he says, Mélidine, it was about a month ago that you would have heard at least for me, the idea of what you just proposed would have ever seemingly come out of your mouth. So the fact that you're the one that's proposing this and you're willing to put yourself at risk versus just letting the world burn around you and Visage staying up, that's why I'm proud.
Well, perhaps I have a power and intensity that not even I have been aware of. So you'll help me then?
Yeah. First thing I'm going to do in helping you is by telling you not to tell Naya.
Okay, I mean, I told her when we set up the Bloodstone that if I am somewhere that I'm not supposed to be, she would know and come follow me, so I assumed that by the time she would need to know, she would know, right?
And that is perfect, because then it makes it more appearing that either you've been kidnapped or... Well, I don't think anybody would have that idea that you would turncoat.
Good. And I definitely don't want the prince thinking I've done that, so if you want to, if you want to pass that along to her, or, I could also she's my sire now.
I think the less people that know, the better, but I think she needs to be one of those that is aware of what you're planning, but needs to be kept between the two of you. Okay. You can tell her I know, obviously, but my plan also, initially I was going to give myself up for this, but I think after Gerard saw what I was...
You kill him?
In the Pedro Pascal special, yes. I don't think that's going
What does that... I mean, I know who Pedro Pascal is. He's quite handsome, but what does this mean? It's his special.
I never had you sit down to watch Game of Thrones with me. That's fine. We'll make up that one of these days with Naya and everybody else. But anyway, what we'll do, you go ahead and do that. I am going to ask you to, in order to make this work and to make it to where you have a backup plan. When I saw Gerard and I saw Marcus, Selena was with me, and she was hiding in the shadows. And then he's going to give her like his smile is going to like
Pause.
grow.
You want me to have Selena with me as my safety, as my backup? You think that Selena's going to keep me safe? Is that what
Yes.
you're suggesting, Ángel?
I am.
All right, I'm going to pause the conversation for a moment. What happened to your eyes?
It's Selena was making note of the fact that I've been mopey as of late, and I think after this reconciliation that we have been able to have, and well, my eyes are showing where I am right now.
Luna? And Mélidine will place her hand on the side of his face with the red eye. What color do you want your eyes to be?
I actually don't mind this look.
Oh my goodness, am I really going to have to get this good at sharing? All right, well.
As Mélidine comes to that realization, and you get one text from Ella, which is a link to the YouTube video of the Mountain versus the Oberyn Martell fight.
Oh,
I
Ella,
think that-
Ella heard all that. We're gonna have to talk to her too.
I think that is a good time to go to break. Tremere get aspects too, and she can also heighten senses when she wants.
All right, we are going to go to break. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes. We'll let you know in chat. Please stick around because there is more of this story to tell. Happy Pride Month!
Happy Pride
Sorry for the late break. Welcome back, everybody, to Sanguine Scourge Camarilla Table. Let's get right back to our story. We'll pick up on the night after all these conversations were had, as the prince has called the coterie to the chantry. Is there anything you'd like to prepare or discuss before going?
Should we all take my car? Or my SUVs? Maybe easier.
Yeah, I think one vehicle for the five of us would probably be best.
5 of...
Points over to Selena.
Selena emerges from shadows.
We're not at the apartment building. If she's there, we're not there.
We're at massage. We're at massage
Yeah.
for sure.
Sure.
Before we go, has Leonia caught a glimpse of Ella yet? Because I think we had a plan for next if we're at Visage. Leonia
We
was
are.
gonna take a good look at Ella.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You probably would have seen her. She's works classic, not 9 to 5, but like whatever appropriate hours are appropriate for
It's
Kindred.
December. 5 to 9 would make sense, honestly, if it's December. The sun is down by 5, so
Mhm.
can I have just like in some
6 to
time during
7.
this time skip that we've had, could I have her roll a composer and subterfuge against my Scry of the Soul?
Will do. Composer and
And
subterfuge,
I
you
will
said?
roll my int and aspects is what I am rolling here.
Question: should we roll a nightly rouse check here?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Ooh,
We'll do that.
yeah.
I'll
do
just
that.
You
have...
remember to assign our homework?
I failed
I'm also
both
one
of
the teachers, so they
mine.
need me to do.
I know.
I passed the Scry the Soul rouse check. I
Okay.
failed both of my nightly ones.
So
I failed my
hungry.
rouse check.
I also
Actually, I
failed.
didn't do the right number of hunger.
Love everyone getting hungrier. Great omens. Great
Hunger
foreboding.
3.
I thought I
Chat,
could make it through another game without rolling any dice.
check clocked me. I also failed.
Just for that, I'll make you roll some other dice by the end of this session.
Yo.
I mean, there's a table.
When I
Somehow.
say you need to be storyteller,
It'll be
don't
for
mean
something
by making
so
me roll
basic.
dice.
There's a table rouse check. I mean, if you want to use that, someone.
Yeah, if Leonia wants to re-roll a rouse check.
I will. I don't want to be this hungry if we're going to see the prince. Okay, it is a pass, so I'm only at 2
Perfect.
instead of 3.
Okay. And what did you get? How many successes?
4.
Not enough to read Ella.
All I'm looking for is Diablerie veins. If that makes a difference.
I would need to check. Let me check that real quick. I'm already like basically at the Auspex page. Scry the soul. Let me see if you need to succeed for that. On a win, the story truthfully answers a number of questions. Yeah, it's only if you win. Can you?
Rip.
You think she lived here this whole time without a lot of points in subterfuge?
Well, no, it's just I'm gonna keep
Hey,
trying
no.
to.
Okay,
No,
never
for
mind.
sure. But it's strange. You're a potent user of Auspex. It is not.
Too potent, arguably.
A lot of creatures keep trying to talk to you about it. And it's rare that someone evades your sight.
That
You
in
don't
itself
see-
is suspicious, I think.
Yeah, but you don't see anything about Ella. You can't read her. But as you all get in, unless there's something else you want to do in this regard. Okay. As you all get into the SUV and take the longish drive over to the southern area to Old Quebec. You start to...
I like to imagine in the SUV that it's
Sure, what's your sitting
Cameron
arrangement?
driving if it's his, and then I guess Leonia would be passenger
Mhm.
seat. And then, I mean, is this like SUV, is it 2 rows in the back or one?
Is it 2,
It's-
3?
Okay, so
It's one of those
It's,
little
uh,
hallway
I
ones?
I have to insist, we have a traditional formation. We are maintaining our traditional formation.
Well, no,
the question
Selena's
is, where
here
is
now.
Selena in it?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Where is Selena? Where does Selena
Yeah,
position
so-
herself?
The SUV has, of course, the front 2 seats, the driver and the passenger,
Right.
and then it's captain's chairs.
Mhm.
So in 2 more rows. So there's 2 captain
Ooh,
chairs and
cool.
then a bench in the back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right.
So there's 3 rows technically.
Honestly, if
total.
Mélidine is like standing awkwardly staring at Selena about it, Selena just like walks away and gets on the motorcycle she drove in here with. Like just puts on a helmet. She's wearing pants. She's like, I'll drive by myself. And puts on
You
like
don't
a
have
black.
to. Cam's a very good driver.
Oh, I trust that he is. Don't worry. I can read a room.
Please.
I'll see you there.
please.
I'll be driving right next to you. It's okay.
Okay.
And very, classic La Sombra, black motorcycle helmet, black motorcycle, like all very like sporty, like a Kawasaki Ninja motorcycle, very compact, not like a long one. And as the night passes over you, you see almost she has just wherever you guys pass and there's a street lamp that goes over you, you always notice that as she drives next to you, as she said she would, her shadow is always just a little bit darker than every other shadow that you see in the night. And as you pull in past the wall...
miss when I was able to like her. Anyway.
As you pull in through the walls of Old Quebec and you start to move onto the more difficult roads to drive with your big SUV, as these are older, more compact stone roads, you eventually arrive at the Morin Library.
Oh, we're not meeting at the
This is what we said. This is where it said to meet.
Yep.
Right, Anya?
Yep, that's
At
correct.
the chantry. Have you been here ever? Like in all the way inside?
No, I didn't make it very far.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one
I-
time. Am I
Oh, it's
going
cool.
to be able to walk in without getting sent to this time?
I think so.
This is where I got sick, I think. No, I've only been to the dungeon.
You don't have to go to the they know we're coming. Also I have a pass. So it's
literally a library card that they gave you to let
yes,
yourself in.
yes.
Valval's
Yes.
not there if he's here. If he's not at the chateau, then it's going to take me quite a long time to get back this time. So
Oh yeah, no, I don't think they know you're coming. It'll be fine.
okay.
Yeah.
I can
have
show
any
you
horses
I
here?
can show you the lab sometime if you want.
But also, let's not talk about the fact that the last time I was here, I ended up over there because I don't think anyone outside of this group in actually, Valois might have said it already, but
Yeah,
it's
I mean, it's
fine.
like
We don't
all
need
we
to
have
bring
to
it up.
say is you haven't been inside the chantry. That's all we need to say.
That is known. Yes, all right.
You also talked about it enough that I'm sure someone already probably knows by now. And he'll reach
I wave
over.
at the gargoyle.
Yeah, the gargoyle, I was about to say, you see, I don't know if Melidine's seen the gargoyle yet, but an actual living gargoyle on the top of the library. You notice him at first, like a regular, looks like a statue, unmoving, before, as Leonia waves, the stone on stone, he's still stone, so you hear like the grinding of stone as he moves, as he looks down and waves back at Leonia.
Do I want to know the answer to whether or not that was once a person?
Above table, remind me the gargoyle's name. I know we
believe
had
it
a
was
name.
Gary the gargoyle.
That's Gary.
I do think I made it alliteration, but I don't remember if it was Gary, but I think it was alliteration.
Extell knows.
Question.
Yes.
Would Lucia have talked about these things to Cam before?
Ooh.
Because they were made from very specific
Mhm.
parts. And
That's
one of them
true.
include
Ooh.
what he is.
That's true.
If you ever brought up the fact that you met a gargoyle because you were there to meet him originally,
Oh, yeah, he
if
also
you
tells
ever,
Lucia everything.
yeah, if you had brought that up, then she would have talked to you, but she probably wouldn't have talked to you about such horrible things. You know, just generally, she probably would have waited for an appropriate time to bring it up. So if
Okay,
you
but the
do-
person who taught him sorcery might have told him.
So,
But Lucia, if last season, if you did tell her, she would have been like, "Oh, so you should probably know," kind of thing.
so Cam will he won't say anything, but he will eye that gargoyle. Not accusatory of the gargoyle, but more so
course.
like, oh,
We don't
they
victim
have
blame.
one of those. They do have one of those. I forgot. And he's a little bit angry about it. But he's all right. He's not gonna let it go.
And as he kind of nods from the top, indicating that you can go in, the doors of the library swing open. These large oak double doors in a institution, to remind everyone, that very much looks like it used to. You know when you're like, this place used to be a prison? This place definitely used to be a prison, as like you're staring at it. Multiple small windows going across this very kind of sheer wall that doesn't have many ornate stylings to it. Once you get in, though, it's quite beautiful. It's an old library that has been around for over 100 years, and it's a very extensive collection, as this is the English library.
I think Mélidine being so uncomfortable in this place and then seeing Leonia's familiarity would link arms with Leonia to walk through here.
Actually, I don't know if I can show you the lab because that's not part of the part that I have access to, but I bet we could ask.
So
if
I
you're
don't
curious.
need to see
Um,
the lab. That's not necessary, darling.
Okay. And so just don't grab any books off the shelves unless you ask first. Especially not in I mean, if you're in one of the areas where you're supposed to grab books, I think it's fine. But that's how we ended up.
Yeah.
Here.
Don't touch anything.
I won't touch anything.
Cam will slap Ángel on the back playfully and be like, "You want to sit on my lap this time?"
Thank you for asking me this time, I guess.
So
Okay.
you'll sit in front of the prince, but not in front of me?
See? I told you it was okay.
And Leonia, as you come here frequently enough, you know the book that you're supposed to find keeps changing regularly to the one that will transport you into the chantry. And this week it is I was gonna say the Vampire Lestat, so we'll keep that. It's an Anne Rice book. They're very cheeky and usually will pick a vampire, some kind of mythology book.
Love it.
Like 3 days ago, it was Dante's Inferno,
Mhm.
so.
Mhm. And as you touch the book with your library pass, instead of the dark umbra that came out the last time and enveloped all of you, you feel just more a tug at the vitae in your veins as you are pulled through, and almost blinking in, you appear in a large dark green and accented with dark wood paneled courtyard with a large statue and fountain in the middle filled with flowers, and it's about 2 stories tall and has a big, beautiful stained glass ceiling on top covering the space. And you see, everyone sees a different amount of doors to enter all around.
Oh, goodness, where do we go from here?
Leonia
Detective.
would know the one door you all will be able to see and that you know how to get to is the large double doors to the Tremere Chantry's caretaker, to Daphne's office, which you assume is probably the place they're going to take you to. So, but as you arrive, Daphne is walk out of her office to greet you all. Oh, you are here early. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
There are more of you today.
1 or 2 more.
Yes.
This way.
Our presence was all requested, so.
Oh, I've heard. My sire is already here.
Thank
Good.
you very much for having us, Primogen.
Of course.
Not too early, are we?
I don't think that exists. Whatever we can do to not delay the prince's time is helpful.
Okay.
She has a lot of things to do. But this way. And she will lead you in to her office, where it's a lot more hectic than you last remember the last time you were here, filled with books and sheets of paper sprawled out on the ground, a big runic ritual circle in one corner of the office, of this large rounded office with a dome and lined with bookshelves. And you see her own desk has just one lit Bunsen burner with a bubbling blood substance inside, and several journals with notes about it nearby, and several little flasks with different ingredients scattered throughout. And you see the prince as well, also knelt down by one of the ritual circles and trying to scratching it out and writing a new figure in it.
Mélidine would wait for Daphne to introduce us to the prince.
My prince, your guests are here. And you see Prince Ariel, the most relaxed. You've been seeing her in various states as of late, as these nights continue, and now you see her more relaxed than ever. She's wearing basically a sweater that she's pulled up 4 quarters, and she's wearing just fitted slacks and some boots, as she gets up, and you still see some, like one big gash is still peeking out, like a scar still healing on her arm.
Mélidine bows.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out on such late notice. Daphne, can you get our delivery? And she nods and heads out. As we wait for her, how do I approach this? There are a few things we must discuss in our research. You have been invaluable, Leonia. Daphne has gone through some more of the related archival books that you do not have access to, but are related to what you have been researching, and it's helped her find a few things. Apologies, I've been a bit frazzled. Cameron, as our... And she looks at everyone else, unsure what he's told people.
I have not told them all yet, but if you wish to reveal it now, it's okay.
It is not official yet, so it is not rumors to spread amongst the kindred of Quebec City. However, in the state that Jean-Luc is in, Cameron will be made a scourge in his absence. In that, I have, unfortunately, a task I would like to ask of you, Cameron.
Whatever you need.
The papers you found, Ángel, have you brought them?
I've brought everything, and you'll see as, he'll actually pull out his phone and will be able to have everything on digits. And he says, wherever you need them, they are all available to you.
Could you send it to this email? I prefer everything on paper. And if you send it off, she'll give you like an email to send it off to. It's some random email. You have no idea who it is.
No questions are asked. It's just as soon as he gets it, sent, immediately delivered.
There, I believe, I have found an old ritual. A ritual that we cannot perform as kindred. However, those of true faith used a ritual a long time ago here in Quebec. And I do not know, I cannot confirm through these texts who it was for, if it's for this secret Malkavian, this Mary underneath the city, or for someone else. They just called it the ritual of the Golden Door. However, in my studies, and I'm hoping that it is confirmed with what you have found, Ángel, as someone comes rushing in, some young woman none of you recognize, with a bunch of papers. And you see she's printed out all of the maps that you sent. This was apparently who you had emailed to. And she presents them to the prince on the desk, and she beckons all of you over as this person leaves.
Mélidine is going to be very careful where she steps and is like trying to walk where someone else.
The ritual circle is like in the distance. It's not. Yeah. It's not like in front of the desk. It's in the corner for a reason. Mm-hmm.
In an office uninvited with the ritual circle did not go well.
This one does not have any suspicious like rugs covering anything in it. It's all you can see, all the wood, all the floorboards.
Yes. Walk over.
Yes, Tremere trauma. And
I think she's still like linked arms with Leonia if Leonia hasn't dropped it. Okay.
And as you look at different points in the city, Ángel, have you spent time trying to map out the old map with the current layout of the city?
Yeah. He would have made it very easy with symbology to annotate, locations known, locations suspected. Everywhere that Ángel has been at that he knows it, like there's something there. The last place that they had visited, or at least for him had visited, and then with Selena's help too, would have annotated as well where they had gone down, so you would be able to see as much information as possible given all of the sources to corroborate everything that has gone on so far. For him, this is a trick that he picked up from a cousin in the U.S. and this has become very invaluable.
Do you have any points in either investigation or occult?
I do have investigation, yes.
Okay. Can you give me an intelligence plus investigation plus 2 extra die from Selena having helped you with these the past couple nights?
And just for the shits and giggles of it, it's rouse the blood to be able to get add more die, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You add 2 more.
I'm going to go ahead and rouse the blood for this.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. That's a success.
Perfect.
So I'll go ahead and add that. 1, 2. And that's going to be that is going to be 6 successes. I do have an Ankh with the fangs on a red die.
Any other Ankh with anything else?
I have an Ankh on another red die, and I have an Ankh that's on a.
But no arc with like sparkles, just the one Ankh with the skulls. Or one Ankh with the fangs.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so no messy crit, just.
Yeah.
It's only if it's a pair that it'll become a messy crit.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's it. I do have 2 Ankhs, but that's about it. Besides the one with the fangs. One of these days, I'll remember what they are. But it's not today.
Well,
there's a reason I only use number dice.
That is definitely enough to make it. And as you have been looking over these with Selena, it seems like you've been able to map out specific locations associated with old catacombs of families that originated in Quebec. Old Quebecois families that set up the city hundreds of years ago. That now are placed in fairly important locations throughout the city, but mostly near Old Quebec.
Oh. Interesting. I think as like everything is kind of laid on out, Angel's, once everything is pretty much laid out, this is for his mind, he just begins to explain everything as he has come to interpret it, the thought process behind everything, where everything is. One of them, he one of the spots, would he be able to remember from the vision? Was that Jerry's old original home?
Ooh. That I feel like would take another roll to see if you even remember, if you could like place where his home was.
I'll do it.
Please, Justin, I'm begging you. Roll your best stats.
Ooh.
We haven't used it in such a long time.
It has been a little bit, and depending on what.
And And this is the perfect time to use it, I feel like, story-wise.
Yes.
Kate, I'm okay with this, yes.
Even if it's just to let Jerry know, I remember.
I'm okay with this.
Can I go ahead and use the thing? I'm pulling on the web. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to end up rolling is, it's going to be charisma plus, what is it? Persuasion for this one. So we'll go ahead and roll the bit, and that is going to be 5 successes.
Okay. Remembering kind of like placing based on like where hills are still now versus like where the hills you saw back then, and like thinking about how far away you were from certain, because luckily old Quebec City was there in the vision and was there and is there now, so you can kind of judge certain distances, so you can looking at the map you can figure it out enough. And as you look at the modern day map, one of the locations doesn't point to where you think his house was, but near that it points to an old cemetery, like a small cemetery, not one of the major ones in the city.
And then that's going to be the last spot that he goes to before he says, and this would be the place where our kindred, the one that we're looking to take out, Gerard, supposed to have died. And it's his old home. Or was, anyway.
Tasha, is this one of the cemeteries that I know Tara lurks? Okay, thank God. I was
she
so
kind
scared
of
for a
generally
second.
lurks in every cemetery, but this is not like her
This
main
isn't,
cemetery.
One of her ones.
This is more in the northern city where a lot of the farmlands were.
I was really scared when you were like, it's a smaller one. I was like,
she does live in a smaller cemetery, but this is like more north of Old Quebec where like farmlands were, so where he would have had like a farm set up.
Cool.
You would know she's actually close to Old Quebec. Funny enough, she lives very close to Old Quebec.
Yeah, that's why I was worried.
Leonia would feel Mélidine's arm tighten. And Storyteller, Mélidine being from the family that she is from, that would be very proud of their long-standing legacy in Quebec City. She would probably know whether or not there was a tombstone with a name on it.
Very easily done. I won't even make you roll a check for it. You do know that members of the Décarie family are buried in this cemetery.
Wonderful.
That it was a private
Yes,
plot.
Mélidine's arm certainly tightens against Leonia.
And as you're explaining all of this, the prince seems to perk up a little bit as she pulls out an old sheet of paper, almost translucent, like a wax paper that is basically see-through, with several red lines all over it. And she places it on top of your maps. And these places where certain red lines cross each other, you're also finding these same points that were marked on the maps.
Are these ley lines?
These are ley lines. These are, how do we say? They're fulcrums, and this is where I believe, Cameron, where I ask you for your first deed. A scourge is to stay here in the Chantry. I know your sire wasn't as talented in your clan's old ways, but I can tell something, you have took a different path.
Yeah.
There is
Understood.
a way, possibly, that we can assist, but it is not a ritual, like I said, that I can perform. Our blood sorceries are different They're based in different elements. Mine is not of the elemental variety. It is not tied with the spirits of the earth.
He'll run a hand over his initiation scar. What do you need me to do? What's this ritual?
We have the ritual. However, I need to remake it. If you could stay here for the next couple of nights, per se, not consistently, you of course can come and leave, but if you could come here a few hours every night for us to work on this, I think I can make it work for you. These fulcrums, I work with ley lines in my magic and our magic. However, these specifically are connections to the earth, are connections to... These stronger connections are more used by Coldoons, not by thaumaturge.
Understood. My bond with the earth is through fire, if that's...
No, should not make a difference, just if you can perform. This ritual was initially made to trap something very powerful. We might be able to do it again, if we're lucky.
Understood. I'll do what I can. I'll do my best, I promise.
And Daphne comes back into the room with a ornate wooden box and brings it over to the desk, making sure to avoid as many of the things on the cluttered desk as possible, pushing away like a few of like the less interesting ingredients, and calls attention to Ángel.
Yes.
And pats the top of the box.
He'll walk over there and just kind of like,
Your delivery.
oh. He's gonna open it up.
And inside you see a much clunkier looking gun. It's not made to fire the same rounds as the same sleeker rounds that your gun does.
Mm-hmm.
With a set of we'll say 9 bullets inside, each a little bit bigger, and carved and engraved on each of the bullet, just light engravings, little markings on them.
He's gonna pull it up and then just kind of get accustomed.
Please do not fire that in here.
He'll pop out the magazine, make sure there's nothing in the chamber before he just continues on and kind of gets used to it. He'll perform like a couple quick tricks just for the giggles of it, because he did enjoy his westerns back in the day, and before putting the magazine back in, not chambering around and putting it into the front part of his pants.
Okay. You can keep the box.
Happily. And he's gonna grab it real quick, and he's just gonna have the giddiest face on, what is it, the most shit-eating grin that he can possibly have, as he's just excited for this new toy that he's got.
Well, hopefully this will be enough for the next few days. I don't know. We are trying to get some more, but it seems like everyone is busy and everyone has fights to get to these days. And you would not be surprised to find out that these kinds of bullets are, shall we say, rare and to have makers of. So use them carefully.
Will do, my prince.
This is Daphne saying it.
Oh yeah, no, will do. Thank you very much. I appreciate that incredibly much.
You're doing us a service. And she'll get back. She'll take off like her big jacket, toss it on the ground, and get back to work going through some papers. As the prince looks at you all, I think this ritual is how we close her, whatever is happening here, but we still need to find her. I'll leave that up to you. I can work on a lot of the reverse engineering on the spell, so please do not think that Cameron has to be with me the entire time.
In my knowledge in the magic is low at the moment, but I wish to grow it.
And I can teach you for this case, and as well I need you mostly for you to perform a few things in the coming nights so that I can understand better how your magic works to properly create the ritual.
Understood. Yeah, I will provide whatever assistance you need. I also have in terms of finding, I do have my eyes and ears in the city. I can rely on some of those to help out with the effort.
Good. Well, is there anything else anyone here needs? She looks especially to her child, but will look at everyone.
If you have a moment to spare, my prince, I would appreciate a conversation between us.
Of course.
I need to re-refer to a book that I found here a bit ago. I forgot a bit of information, so I'm going to go take care of that. Mélidine,
yes, you know where everything is.
Find me before you leave. We can leave together.
Thank you, I appreciate that, Leonia. And Mélidine will unlink her arm from Leonia's.
My prince, I do have one more request. If I could have if I could potentially, or if you can put out a call to organize at least 10 to 20 of the most powerful kindred that we have available to be on call should we need to conduct an assault on Gerard, that would be most appreciative.
Of course. I have already started gathering people, but more in case of the worst case scenario happening, less Gerard. But I will consider your request and ask more of my people.
Thank you.
Mélidine, I can bring you into a private room.
That would be lovely, thank you.
And Daphne can take care of anything else the three of you need. And we'll lead Mélidine out, and we'll bring you to like a wall, and she like scratches her thumb and kind of like presses it onto like a little, just almost like a tongue depressor type thing, shaped thing, so you don't have to get it directly off of her thumb, and we'll offer you just a little bit.
Takes what's offered? What do I...
Just dab it on your tongue.
Oh, of course. And she will. Yeah.
And as you do, the flavor of the strong vitae spreads through your mouth, and you see a door appear in front of you that wasn't there before.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of my understanding. I can unlock all the doors for anyone in this space, but it does take some vitae.
Understood.
And she'll open up the door for you too.
Walks through.
What do you need?
My prince, I'm sorry I had so little time to learn from Seneschal Penelope. Are you aware of who her sire was?
Her sire? No, not quite. I did not ask.
Would she have kept record of it anywhere, perhaps? Or is there a way of finding out?
Yes, of course. Usually I believe the Ventrue are good at keeping track of these things. Unfortunately, her being from Europe, some of it might be there if she didn't keep personal records, but I can go through our things at home.
Thank you, I would appreciate that.
Mm.
You asked my coterie to work on finding Gerard, and I have developed a plan to do so. It is for full effectiveness, not being shared with my entire coterie. Leonia and Cameron will be more helpful if they do not know until the proper moment. However, Ángel is entirely aware, and I would like to share it with you so that you don't think that I have any broken loyalties to the Camarilla.
I appreciate that.
And Mélidine will share the plan, which also requires her to share the knowledge of Jean Décarie in that connection. And he also claimed to be that I was the child of his child as well.
I see. Well, I already knew the first part. I was wondering when you would find out.
A few nights ago, in a sort of dream, first with Mother Mary when she tried to recruit me, after in a moment when I was disappointed because I realized that all of my coterie has this sickness and I might lose them if we're not successful. So there is no other option than success for this. And this Mother Mary was able to connect Gerard to me in the dream.
Well, it's, how do you say, a unique connection, but I wonder how he will use it to his advantage. He's not tried to pull on this thread yet, even though you have been embraced for a few years.
No, but he very much seems to want to convince people to join his cause. And he has tried.
Will use this to your advantage.
Yes, if I can convince him that he has convinced me, perhaps he will take me into where we can't find this base, this headquarters of his.
Of course. I understand.
And Leonia can track me from there. Cameron's anger and passion in thinking that I had been taken would be quite useful. And Ángel, being aware of the plan, is handling the logistics above it. And he has also requested that I be tailed by Selena.
All right. I will let Selena know that she has a new assignment.
And hopefully if you could just tell her to follow me after we release this Harry. And
of course, she's very good at her job.
I think that the less people that know the entirety of the plan, the better it will work and less of a chance it has to be spoiled. If Gerard is aware of what we're doing, then
it is pointless.
It is more than pointless for me. But
well,
what else are we to do?
I think this is a good start, a possible outlet if you can convince them. And
I believe I can.
And you'll continue to have a little conversation explaining the rest of the situation to her, any details you might need to get her caught up on. As you all exit the chantry, and you head back to Visage after this. You are still with Selena.
Oh, me?
Or all of you. As like
Oh,
you're
all
all
of us.
kind of like, you're all back together.
Mélidine would probably want to swing by Visage just to check in that everything's fine before retiring to the apartments.
Mm-hmm. And as you exit out, all of you, I assume, get into the SUV as the way back. Okay. As you all leave, you start driving away, and again, the night sky is beautiful, the shadows are long, the night is quiet. And as you start pulling into back into your small neighborhood of La Roche, I believe that was the name of it, but the music is playing. Is there anything anyone says while on the drive back?
I think as we get into the vehicle and like seeing Selena take off on her motorcycle, Ángel was just gonna be like, "Damn, she's so hot."
I
She
think
does look great. She
congratulations
wore
are
like
in
a
order.
full leather outfit.
I do have to agree. Yeah.
Congratulations are in order for you, Cameron.
Oh yes.
Being the Scourge. Congratulations and condolences. But
They're not gone yet, but
Can enjoy their retirement once they're back awake.
Or maybe this is just a temporary gig until they are able to recover, and then they can take right back.
At that moment, the
No,
tire
they don't get it
blows
back.
out,
Whoa.
and you start make a dexterity drive check for me to stay control of the car.
Rip me.
Mélidine was driving.
I'm gonna rouse the blood.
I was like, I knew we should have taken Mélodine's car, but no, it's taking a fine casual drive. It's fine. Mélidine doesn't need to drive. Mélidine should have been
I
driving.
don't get hungrier.
Okay, cool.
That brings me to 5 dice for this. Everything's.
That's not a bad
fine.
pool.
Oh no, sorry.
I
it brings
believe in
me to
you.
4 dice, not 5.
I
dice.
believe in you.
Yeah.
We all believe in you.
100%.
I'm sorry, I've already spoiled my belief in you.
I believe in me. I believe in me too. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Yeah.
Mélidine is too powerful.
Sure.
Not Mélodine's spite.
Sure.
That's a big ol' 1 success.
Yeah, great.
Oh, no!
As the car starts to spin out, it being a much larger car, starts to tumble over on the road. And I need everyone... Ooh, I don't even know if you can roll to avoid this necessarily. You're all in the car and no one has rapid reflexes. Everyone,
Justin does, maybe? Now?
no.
No,
Or
I
did you
was.
switch?
I actually do have rapid reflexes, but I'm not going to use it. I was going to say, GM, if I can, just fling him out the car. I think it's just a cooler visual, but that's just me.
Yeah, if you want to try and... I think that's still like a Dex plus athletics to try and fling yourself out the car, but you actually have the ability to do it since you have rapid reflexes.
Okay. Dex plus what?
Athletics.
Okay.
Are we
The
all
jump
rolling
one.
that?
No.
I believe in you.
Everyone else is like stuck in the car. He has rapid reflexes, so he has a chance.
I have, what is it? I got 3 successes.
3 successes. It still scratches you up, you can't... It's not the most perfect as a car is tumbling. It's still a little bit difficult to fling yourself out of it and not get hurt. You get a little bit of road rash as you skid across the road, and you get scratched up, and you see like some stone and gravel get stuck in your skin as you take just 1 point of superficial damage.
I mean,
Everyone else take 3 points of superficial damage.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, but it's also, mundane injury. You're all in a car. Everyone's buckled in, I assume.
no,
Yes, of
that's
course.
If you're not, I'm adding another point of damage to that.
I
Correct.
know what I asked for. That's why I'm like, I just like it's fling him out there. I will take the extra point of damage.
Leonia would get in trouble if she wasn't buckled up. So yeah, she's buckled up.
Cammy is just because it's proper.
And Selena also has rolled well enough to stay in control and avoid the
Oh!
car as she's on her motorcycle. And
Good.
stops
I thought
in
Selena
time.
set this up for a sec.
And as
I mean, hey, we don't know.
you're all getting out of the car, kind of opening cars, everything's shattered. You can kind of climb out easy enough. I won't make you make a check for that. Ángel, who's the only one properly out, make a wits plus awareness for me.
Absolutely, I will do the thing. Wits plus awareness.
I
Let's
believe in
roll.
you.
go.
You're gonna roll so well. You're gonna roll so well.
I'm gonna rouse
You're
the blood
going to
just
get
because
this.
Yeah, rouse that blood.
I'm hungrier, but you know what? It's fucking worth it.
I believe in you and your
We all
blood.
believe in you. I believe in you and your blood and your dice.
Hey. Okay. Then you are the only one who can see this, as you see a flash in the dark as Leonia, you feel an ache in your chest as you take 5 points of damage. As then everyone else hears the gun shot go off. And all of you climbing out of the car see a gentleman dressed in a dark purple suit, black pants and shirt with dark skin, his hair with a buzzed in rose cut into his hair, and a gun drawn and pointed at Leonia with a rose painted on it, as you see Marcus standing above all of you. And that is where we will stop our vampire story for tonight. Sorry, Cameron.
God damn it.
Natasha, are you making the Camarilla fight?
Yes. It
We
was
have
supposed
a
to happen
combat?
earlier, but everyone was role-playing so good, so I let it go.
See, if you're so good at role-playing, you don't have to combat, but I guess we will next time.
I mean, we got
swim.
out of it last time, so it is what it is. Ooh, y'all.
Thank you so
Leonia,
much.
I got
not looking good.
I got a new fucking weapon. Let's go, baby.
A car
Hey,
door's
we
get
have-
ripped off and
we have-
thrown immediately. Like you never
we
seen a
have
car door be
weapons.
thrown so quick.
We have weapons stashed in the car. Melody's got her handgun in her purse. We got this. You know what? And come find out.
Hang
What
on.
happens
Fun
after
fact:
this?
Rosie uses a paper character sheet. Y'all see that health tracker?
Amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's scary.
Rip.
Come find out what happens next time on Sanguine Scourge with our Camarilla coterie. Sanguine Scourge is a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle of drama, darkness, and desire, and we hit on all three tonight. I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, the producer queen of Don't Kill My Character, and I am going to tell you about what else we have coming up on the channel. But first, I would love if I can pass it around to my wonderful cast here with me tonight to tell us a little bit about where else we can find you, and hopefully we're able to wrap this with enough time to talk to Justin before he has to go to his next thing. Justin, you want to go first?
Rapid fire.
Yeah, no, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. I am GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. You can also find me over at Roll D5. We specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. I have words and I have thoughts, but yeah, no, I'm your residential sad boy, now turns happy boy, I guess, right now, but I'm still, yeah, it is what it is. We got shit going on. I don't remember everything because I'm focused on this, so follow me on my socials to stay in the loop. I'm going to kick this over to Rosie.
Fun fact that we could get at the end of the show instead of the start of the show tonight, I guess, is that Naya does call Ángel Loverboy on a regular basis, so you're the Loverboy right now. That's what we're at.
There it
Set this
is.
up with the Loverboy. Hi, I'm Rosie, or Rosalie for long. You can use any nickname you'd like. I love nicknames. You can find me on my socials at Rosatyrs, ROSATYRS, like Rosie and the Little Goat Folk. You squish them together to get Rosatyrs. You can find me all over the place on Don't Kill My Character, of course, where I am now. I think we decided on, we're just going to say Producer Pixie. We're just going to make it easier. I'm an assistant producer on here. I do social media. I do dramaturgy on other places. Rat City by Night is episode 5 out of 6 is out now. First day of Pride Month, episode 5 came out. That is such a Pride Month episode, y'all. Please, I'm begging you, go listen to it. I posted a couple of clips to my Instagram stories that Gina and Jenna have posted of their two characters, and they are in love. Happy Pride, everyone. Check out Rat City by Night Game Master Monday. I'm a co-writer and dramaturg for that series, and I am very, very proud of it. Otherwise, I do a lot of other things on a lot of other channels. Check out my social media, check out my card. It's all on there. Extell!
Hello, I'm Extell, aka Extra the King on all the socials. I'm on every show in this channel except Pick a Poppy, and also I'm on every show on Tales from the Table Studios. You can find me on Start Playing, and I do social media stuff. I'm kicking it to T. It's all you, Tosh.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Natasha. I've been at Natasha B Cosplays here on the channel. You all know where to find me here on Don't Kill My Character, on Sanguine Scourge over at the Anarch table, as well as Superhero Shenanigans. You can also find me at some of our Pride events that we will be having this month, which I'm very excited for, but will be announced by Kate, as well as a lot of stuff coming up in the future. Some stuff recorded, some stuff I don't know if we're saying yet. We're trying to get a part 2 of a lovely one shot that we had over on Roll D5 that
we did confirm that. It's going to
Yes.
be 16th
Okay.
July.
Yes, that Justin and I were in, which was a lot of fun. So please come check that out. Watch the first part first because it was a blast to play. I don't have anything else other than I am actively playing Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines 2 on video games, and I've uploaded the first part onto YouTube. So if you all want to find me there, feel free to do so.
Yee! I
Time for a
will
rapid
yank it
fire.
back. I already said who I am. You know where to find me online, Kate the Great Cosplays. And the next convention I will be at as me and as Don't Kill My Character, Origins Game Fair. If you're going to be there, please let us know. Say hello to us, because a bunch of us are going to be there, and we want to say hi to you. Follow Don't Kill My Character on socials. Jump into our Discord to get all the news and chatter and fun. And here are our upcoming shows. Tomorrow, Friday the 5th, happy Pride Month, first of all. A lot of our programming is Pride programming, and I put Sanguine Scourge into that list because we are an all-queer cast, and also, wow, that wasn't planned, but I feel like we really brought that this episode. I'm just so happy for us. The Magic of Pride Month. We're continuing the Magic of Pride Month tomorrow, Friday 5th, with Marleo Multiverse. Follow Me, a cute love story that is told by me and Extell with our superhero shenanigans characters, Marley and Leo, different versions of them in different multiverses, and this is going to be a really cute one. Then on Tuesday the 9th, we have Sanguine Scourge with our Anarch coterie, seeing the other side of the story. And these stories are going to be coming together very soon. We are going to return with our Camarilla Thursday the 11th. Yes, that's right. We get 2 weeks in a row. If I did the math right, I did the math right. Because we are getting very close to our finale. The series finale of Sanguine Scourge is a full cast, full group finale that is happening on Friday, June 26th. After that, there will be an epilogue episode for each of the one for the Camarilla, one for the Anarchs. This story is getting into the end game, as you can tell, and we are so excited to be telling it and having you guys along for this wonderful journey. The other shows I want to call out, we have Superhero Shenanigans, a Mutants and Masterminds adventure of hijinks, heart, and heroism, returning on Wednesday the 10th. We have Pick a Puppy, which is our Poppy Tale with my character Poppy from Pride of Monsters, and the Poppy verse that really Rosie inspired. Thank you so much. That is part of our Pride Month series as well on Friday the 12th. And then we have Pride of Monsters, which is a club of colorful creatures that inspired Pick a Poppy, also part of our Pride Month programming on Sunday, June 28th. It's June. Oh my goodness, this was so much information all at once, but that's okay. It's an open book quiz. Jump into our Discord, follow us on social media. You will have all of the information that you need to succeed in the Don't Kill My Character Crew universe, DKMCU. That's all from me. We are going to go ahead and raid out to another Twitch channel. Please give them some love and support, and we look forward to seeing you here soon. Sorry for the rapid fire, but we gotta talk about that story and prepare for more stories, because there are always more stories to tell. Good night, darlings.